AMD is one I just keep on going back to. It drops for 4 or 5 days, it rallies for 4 or 5 days, it gets up to a moving average, and then I go ahead and I start a short. If it starts working out, then I add to it. And so I'm back short this stock and a few others.
Mhm. Well, AMD definitely very liquid. Is that this seems like a really good candidate for shorting, especially those of us who are less experienced. For those listening in, David, at this point in the market, and you want to put on some short names, what size of position would you suggest?
Oh, smaller positions, you start at like a 2.5 or 3%, maybe go to a 5. Some, if they really start working out, then you can get bigger. But this is shorting again is for somebody who's starting out, who hasn't had a number of years of experience in the market, then the best thing to do is to go to cash. And I mean, when you're getting 5.25 on your money now, I mean, that's a pretty nice return um, without taking a whole lot of risk, or really very little risk at all. So, maybe you could do it on paper or just observe it, especially again if you don't have a whole lot of experience.
Mm, uh, great stuff. Thank you very much for that, David. Final question before we shift to Chris and Ed's take on the market. As you short these stocks and you know, are you still trying to maintain a healthy watch list, and how has that been going?
Is that for me or for
Yes,
Chris?
for you,
Oh,
David.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. All the time. I've got names that I'm looking on the long side, names I'm looking on the short side. And so, no, that's something that you can't stop doing. Because you start getting a list of stocks that look good. And I mean, even if the market is negative, but you start seeing a, great setup and that with something that has all the canceling characteristics, then I'll go ahead and maybe take a smaller position in a tough market. But it's something that you have to keep on doing on a weekly basis. You just can't say, "Oh, the market's horrible. I'm not going to look." This is really, this is something that you have to do on a weekly basis.